egg would fall slowing in my own ravine. It's not cold, but my nipples are hard like rocks, cause I'm thinking about getting filled with your coke. Baby, I can come ride you like a jeep, squatting on that dick till your balls deep. You can shove both feet inside my muff, then shoot me dead cause I like it rough. I wanna see you crack the whip, suffocate your cock in my gorilla grip, spinning on the dick and I'm doing a stunt, waiting for you to come and eat my cunt. Cause I'm thinking about you when I masturbate, got an appetite that only you can satiate. So come on big daddy, please don't be mean, won't you come over tonight and flick my bean? Thinking about your cock in me, when I want to flick my bean, shoving things in all my holes, dreaming about your sausage roll. Can you come and lick my ass? Let's see how long you can last. You can be the teacher and I'll be a student in your class. Got 5 fingers in my wap, want to hear my pussy clap, leaking all over my sheets, fantasizing about your meat. Suck it, fuck it, make me cream, won't you come slide in between? Love to think about you when I'm all alone flicking my bean.
Hey, hey, welcome. How are you doing? Hi, Poochie. Oh my god, Poochie, 70 watches in a row. The commitment you have. The commitment you have. I bless it. I bless it. I praise. Hello, Balloon. How you do, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome to the Democratic Bimbos Republic of Bimbopolis. I am your Democratic Prime Bimbo. People's of Prime Bimbo. Hello, Blue. How you do? Welcome in. How are you? Hopefully you're having a wonderful week. Hopefully you're making it through. It is Thursday. We're over halfway there. I'm praying for you. I'm believing in you. My hands are clasped together for you. How's everybody doing though? Welcome in to the stream. How you guys doing? Let me get us started. I'm going straight in today because we're running late. I'm going straight in because we're running late. Hi guys, welcome back to Higurashi. How's everybody been doing? It's good to see you guys again. Have I streamed since my birthday? No, I streamed a couple of days ago. That's right. I forgot. I streamed on Tuesday. I called into work on Tuesday, guys. I got like they were clearly upset with that. I had to request some time for like time off in May for when I go to Anime Central, dude. And like straight up the dude like gave me a whole lecture about like, oh, when you take off, other people have to work, blah 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 blah. I'm just like, yeah, I understand how taking time off of work works. I understand how that all goes. And he was upset because there was like somebody else who also requested off that day, and like they purposely run a small crew where I work because it helps them avoid labor laws. Also, let's go back to the main screen. I immediately get off on a tangent about my fuck ass boss before we even start playing. Guys, did I tell you I had a bad fucking day the other day with my fuck ass boss? No. Well, I guess I'm telling you. I tried requesting off for Anime Central this year, dude. And like I got the time off, but I requested paid time off, and because somebody else was like off on that weekend, they're like, "Oh, we can't give you the paid time off." I'm just like, what the fuck is this policy even for, dude? You can't give me like I didn't like use my pay time off last year, and then you guys didn't pay me the bonus check that I'm supposed to be getting every year, and then this year fucking I request the time off, and you guys immediately create all these like stipulations around like when I can and can't have it. I was just like, this whole place. I literally was just like, dude, what are you talking about? I'm requesting off over 2 months in advance. Like, that's on you to figure out. Anyways, my fucking job sucks, dude. All right, let's see where we left off. I think we left off right after we followed Rena to the I wanted to say the dam, but I think it's the dump. I don't know if they like buy each other or whatnot. Either way, it's just like a black screen. Oh, view all new tips. That's right. It gives us new tips every chapter. I love how ominous the music is, even like as like we haven't even gotten into like the spooky part of the game at all yet. Okay, the Mario Bar Manor. What's this tip? One second, the game volume's really loud. So K-chan, you're not stinking rich? What is this all of a sudden? Did I come to school in a limo before? How much do you get for a monthly allowance? About $10. That's a rather plebeian amount. Did she straight up bully me about like being a poor kid? Is me being a poor kid important, or am I supposed to be learning about like who's poor and who's rich here? His lunch is made up of normal stuff. He isn't rich. It's definitely emphasizing the fact that I am not. They're not trying to call me a poor, but like they're definitely telling me I'm not rich. Grillhead isn't a spooky game. I can't believe you're poor. I like how I didn't even intentionally think of it before, but like I called myself a poor. Not just poor, but I am one of the poor. I am a poor. as the amorphous blob of pores. Poor people. Ew, stinky. Ew, stinky. Uh-oh, stinky. Poor people stinky. Like, fucking, what are they talking about? To be asked out of nowhere how much I get and then told that's a plebeian amount. Also, hi Alex, how you doing? Welcome in tonight. Having a good week so far, I hope. I've been dying this week. We're pulling through though. We're pulling through. To be asked out of nowhere how much I get and then told that's a plebeian amount. Sorry. Brenda seemed to pick up on my dubious expression and started giggling. Sorry. Oh no, I was reading her part again. It throws me off how, like, in this game, when they do lines, they don't tell you. I'm pointing at the screen as if you guys can see my hands. They don't tell you. Also, I'm peeking my mic. Let me turn that down a little bit. They don't tell you who's talking in each sentence, and then like they'll like have somebody say something, the text will go away, and then the text will come back, and there'll just be like more new text on it. So like my inclination is to start back up here at the top and read, but then I'm supposed to be starting at Brenna seemed to pick up my dubious expressions, started giggling. K-chan, your house, you know, it's pretty big, yeah? So the architecture has people all around Himanomizawa calling it Maribara Manor, and it sort of stands out. Do you guys like my cursor? I don't know why it wasn't showing up before, but now it is, but this helps actually. Do you like my cursor? It's the canon cursor. All around Himanomizawa calling it Maribara Manor, and it sort of stands out. Maribara Manor? Since the house is so big, everybody is gossiping, wondering exactly how rich you are. Oh, that's kind of fucked up. These people are little pocket watchers. These people are all little pocket watchers. Immediately upon like coming into town, they're like, ooh, big money in a big house, new people, big house. Wonder how deep those pockets run. She lives in a 3-bed 2-bath house. Oh, all these women are hypergamous. They're trying to pocket watch me because they're trying to advance their status as women by marrying into a status mogger alpha male like myself. I see, now I get it. Well, the frame of it is huge. I see how it could cause some misunderstandings. From my deduction, I wager they spent too much money on building the house, and that's why they are now broke. Yeah. No, that'd be more Rika to say yeah. Although Satoko's giving cat right now. She's giving cat girl. Being broke, how very, very unfortunate. Rika-chan took pity on me as she patted my head. Rika-chan is non-judgmental of the pores. I go for being treated like a millionaire to a beggar. Yeah, sorry for ruining your imagination, but we aren't millionaires or poor. We're the image of a normal average household. You can't call it normal with that huge house. The entranceway is grand, and the gate is large enough for a truck to get through. That's not normal at all. They do say the bigger your house, the more prosperous you are. You know what they say about a guy with a big house? Do you? Cause I don't know. What do they say about a guy with a big house? No, guys, have you guys ever seen It's Always Sunny? There's that one bit where Mac and Dennis are like being like realtors, and they are going by this like duo name called Vic and Vinegar, and like one of them's supposed to be sweet and one of them's supposed to be like I guess sour. He's sweet to my son. The honey to your vinegar. But like, okay, these like they're trying to sell a house to this one couple, and like Max starts getting in the husband's face, and he's just like, are you man enough to take I'll take your wife upstairs and show her what it's like to be I forgot like how deep inside a really big house. And it sounds so provocative. I'm gonna show your wife what it's like to be deep inside a really big house. I might actually just be it. But it's such a funny bit. He's like sweating so much during the whole interaction too. There are a bunch of different workshops, and a lot of his works are hung up in different places. All of them are huge too. For those reasons, the family actually uses only a third of the house for day-to-day living. He planned it out so people and cars could come in and see the gallery he opened up. Oh, he opens up in the house someday. By the way, the entranceway to Mion is talking about is the one for the studio and is normally sealed off. The entranceway the Mariobara family actually uses is very plain and a simple one. The interior is much different from how it looks on the outside. I'd really like a chance to explore Kei-chan's house, claiming not to be rich by having a home like that. What could be hidden there? Maybe there's something cute hidden. Oh, I love Rena. They probably had no money to purchase furniture and is filled with Spartan rooms. Are Spartan rooms like where it's just like a bed in the middle of a room? Always Sunny as Gold sometimes. I honestly would love to do some It's Always Sunny watches, but I'm too ambitious. There's too many things I want to watch with everybody. But It's Always Sunny is something I watched like a bunch, like especially when I was going through a phase of my life where I did not have internet like where I lived at all, and I literally just bought DVDs to play in my PS3 each week to like keep myself entertained. I had the first 4 seasons of It's Always Sunny, and they were good old reliables for like putting something you put on before you go to bed, you know. So like I know those episodes front to back like a little freak, like a little autistic freak. Smart Rooms, aka Average Male Living Space. Oh, okay. So like if I go to Reddit right now and I go to male rooms, it's gonna be at least like the 3rd or 4th post there, if not the first. And there are carpeted rooms I would love to try rolling around on the floor. Wow, that'd be great. So great. I want to roll around too. Seems like their imaginations are just piling on. Well, sometimes in the near future. It's so funny seeing this because Sadako, the blonde girl, and Rika, like, I forget like what grades they're in, but they are like much younger than everybody else in the group. And like Rena is much more around Keiichi's age. Same with like Mion. Mion is like maybe a little bit older, if not like the same age as Keiichi. Rena might be like a year younger or two. I forget exactly what everybody's canon ages are. But like if you're just going by this depiction, dude, Satoko's fucking huge. And she's got like clobbers. Like she will beat the shit out of you with those little boxing glove fists that she's got. Those things are huge. Those are fighting hands. And then Rika, like, Dad is a sucker for ladies, so you might even let them look around his studio. And then Rika kind of looks shorter and a little smaller than everybody else. But like Satoko and like Rena look like they could be the same age. Are these not all just middle schoolers? No, they're all different grades. Like this is a one schoolhouse. Rika and like, let me look this up real quick. Also I did download and install Resident Evil Requiem today, and we'd have to run it on like the absolute lowest settings to stream, but I think it is possible. I was testing it out a little bit. Let's see. Characters by age. God damn it. They kind of say like multiple different ages depending on. You should run it with ZLS as for the best experience. Oh hell yeah. So in 1983, which I think this is when, like, what time this is taking place, she's 11 years old. Okay, so she's 11. Rika, the blue hair girl, is 11. Sadako is 11 or 12, depending on what part of the store, like what days you are on, because their birthday happens that year, obviously. Rena's, I'm gonna assume, is like 14, 15. Oh, Rena's only 13. Okay, they're closer than I thought. What is Keiichi then? Keiichi's 14. Holy fuck, these kids are young. And then Shion's like 14 too. Okay. Okay, so like everybody, like, I guess they're only a couple years apart. They, like, if you look at them in the anime though, like, they look drastically like different heights and stuff. Literal babies. Yeah, like literally. Like that is sucking for the ladies, so I might even let them look around his studio. The cry of the Higurashi crescendoed as the sky towered over everything. It was hot by the air, but the air was clear. It smelled like the beginning of summer. So are we adopting them? Keiichi's literally their same age. He can't adopt nobody at his age. It's weird though, cause like Rika kind of is like adopting. I guess I won't get too much into like giving out their backstories for people who are completely new. But like you know, well, you'll learn about that when we get to chapter 3, or is it 2? Which one is the one that focuses on Sadako? I kind of hate the one that focuses on Sadako. It's one of my least favorite of the arcs. I will not lie. The music is so dreary. From the June XX is 1997 edition. The Shishibon City Onkinomiya Police Station, June. Late at night, suspects were arrested on suspicion of murder and improper disposal of a corpse. The main offender has been added to a wanted list nationwide. According to our sources, 6 suspects were at the Hinamizawa Dam construction site workroom at 9 p.m., where they suspected to have assaulted to a murdered site overseer at the group, dismembering his body and hiding it. This says a plot? Yes, it does. It does. It does. This actually is a very serious plot. On the links at 8 o'clock in the morning, a report was filed at the Shishibon City Hospital in which a male suspect alluded to having murdered Mr. When questioning at the police station, the individual confessed to the crime. I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic. This is my Batman voice. Since a portion of the body was recovered at the location he gave, he was arrested at the afternoon on suspicion of murder and mutilating a corpse. The rest of the suspects were arrested at the same day, but the main culprit is still at large. Police are currently on his trail. The motive is purported to be a drunken verbal dispute during which he killed the victim in a fit of anger. However, as there are multiple inconsistencies with their testimonials, the investigation is ongoing. He could actually plot be like, girls wonder why they have weird fingers. Why are my hands giant boxing gloves? The tone got noticeably dark as soon as like we read the newspaper. A Colonel Sanders? Of course, that's right up her alley. I understand her wanting to take home Sadako and Rika, but I can't understand the Colonel Sanders. What's so good about a four-eyed geezer? She doesn't understand the appeal of a geezer. She's not a true Fujoshi. Probably better to hear it from Rena, don't you think? Should probably just say before, because it's just so cute, huh? Does Rena often go to the construction site to hunt for treasure? Oh no, that's him talking. It's hard to tell. Every now and then she says she's going to have a look. But a girl her age rummaging around the garbage is, well... If Rena enjoys it, then I think it's fine. What were they doing over there? Dam construction? Has been bugging me since yesterday like an itch I couldn't scratch. It was canceled a long time ago. Everyone gathered together and fought against it. Hearing an ominous word like fought come from Rika-chan's mouth startled me. That's right. It was unbelievable. They said Inuyasha would be sunk into the reservoir and we had no say in the matter. So I'm only able to be here because of the protest succeeded. Ominous. I hope nothing scary happened back then. I hope nothing silly or weird happened. Oh boy. I'm sure it's nothing. Chekhov's gun? What's that? Never heard of it. It won't come back. I'm sorry. Did I keep you? Did I? My deepest apologies, Kei-chan. It took me a while to powder my nose. What does that mean? What does it mean to powder one's nose? Is there really is it just like adding more concealer? Does she know how many illegitimate kids the Colonel had? I don't know. I guess I should have assumed that he has illegitimate children, but it's never something I took the time to explore. Your butt is the nose of your bottom. So they're powdering their ass. They're powdering their asses. Is it that so that way when they fart they can see a little poof cloud come from their ass? That's cool. I'm glad that ladies are doing that. That's cool. That's good for them. That's really powerful of them. isn't it almost International Women's Day? Hell yeah. That's a win for feminism if I say so. Sadako, wait to use the can until you really have to go. I don't know why I read that so flatly. Sadako, wait until you really have to go. It's a lot easier since it shoots right. Eek, how dare you speak that way to a maiden of unparalleled beauty such as myself? Who is she calling a maiden? Sadako is really a maiden. She wouldn't have reacted like that. The usual hijinks ensued. I don't like that line. Okay. Now then, gentlemen, in accordance with the rules of our society, I bring a point to discussion. Hikaichi Marabara-kun wishes to be included as a member in our activities. What say you? Ren has no objection. Oh, I wonder if he likes us. I wonder if the likes of this peasant is up to the task. Me and Satoko both approve. The three that Mion has queried voices of their approval. A unanimous decision. Congratulations, Keiichi Maribara-kun. I present to you an honor of being allowed to take the entrance exam for our club. Start from the beginning. I didn't say I would join. What club is this? What our club does, you see, in order to cope with our complicated society, we perform various activities under different sets of rules. Sometimes they are in your favor, and sometimes they work against you. That doesn't explain fucking anything. In order to cope with our complicated society, we perform various activities under different sets of rules. So I know they just play games, but like, excuse me? Who? What? I'm pretty weak, so I prefer if you didn't single me out. Let's try to get along. You're so naive, Rena. The law of the jungle is survival of the fittest. This is starting to sound a bit sketchy. So what kind of club was it? Sketchy it is. Sketchy it is. To sum it up, it's a club where we play games together. Rika-chan was the only one to answer my question with a pertinent response. Always. Hi, Kaz. How you doing, Kaz? Welcome in. Thank you for the happy Hanukkah. We're playing Higurashi. Playing Higurashi. No. Nonako Koronia? I think that's right. My weeb skills are lacking. It's good to see you. Welcome in. Hopefully you're having a good night. If you are going to lurk, get something like a blanket for yourself. Put it on. Grab your favorite beverage. If you have a cat, put him on your lap. and settle it. Okay, so basically this club put Mion's hobbies of collecting games to use. By playing the various games that Mion has ordered every day, it seems that depending on the day there were prizes for the winner of the penalty. You know, I wonder if there's gonna be any games that we actually get to play like through the game, or if it's just gonna be like a VN the whole time. It would be interesting if like we got to play some of these games. Okay. It seems that depending on the day, there were prizes for the winners or a penalty for the person who finishes in last place. I'll make this clear right now. We aren't playing house here. You should treat each win and loss as if life depends on it, alright? Hi, Kaz. What's wrong with just having fun? Don't make it sound so crazy. The first rule of our society. Oh, sorry, kitty. I bumped your face. And only for first place. Going in at a half-ass just because it's a game is not allowed. Rule number 2 of our society. For that reason, you are obligated to make all possible efforts. The way Satoko said it, it sounded like she was saying use any means necessary. And they literally do mean that. Yeah. I never played the actual game, but this is like one of the manga series that like was one of the first ever mangas that like I read and started collecting when I was younger. So I'm excited to finally play the VN. We're playing with the OG sprites and all. I've had this one in my backlog too for quite a while. Of course I'll do my best too. I'm pretty weak, but I'm trying my best. I knew what they were trying to say. In a game where everybody is aiming for the top, it's a rather unsportsmanlike to play just for fun. Alright, then I will too. I'll go all out. With that, I was finally ready to take the rite of initiation, my baptism into the club. Word of warning, Kei-chan. Rena can get pretty nasty. My initiation looks like it's gonna be rough. Mia began fishing around in the student lockers in the back of the room. They have games here at the school? Well, it's a club equipment, so I guess that's fine. That's so weird that like there'd be like a strict no games rule in like Japanese schools, because like I remember like in elementary school specifically, them always having like games and shit like in the classroom, and like there'd be like times like where we'd have like downtime and they'd be like, all right, you guys can play games and shit, whatever. Company games put K-chan at a disadvantage, so today we'll play a game that you should be familiar with. How about a standard card game like Old Bachelor? Old Bachelor? I like this gender swapped old maid thing. That's right, let's do this. Aha, old man had no wife. Ha 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 ha. Nobody wants him. Can't really get into it unless there's a penalty. This time the loser will be sentenced to having their face drawn on. What do you think? Whoa, it won't be the oil-based paint, right? Right? Oil-based face painting with oil-based paint? That is perfect. So to go cheer down the idea. She didn't even flinch at the thought of such a severe penalty. As soon as she was raring to go, if it's going to be like that, then I can't lose either. Old Bachelor is pretty much the same as Old Maid. There's only one difference. There's no Joker. There's a Joker in the Old Maid. In its place, one card is pulled out at the start, meaning there will be one card without a match left over at the end. You don't know which card will end up being the Joker. It's a pretty thrilling game. Interesting. I would like to try this game. I'd like to play this game this way sometime. It sounds interesting. I'll take out the card now. I love how intense the music has gotten. Ryan took out one card and left it face down on the table. Everybody stared at the card intently. Well, it'll be pretty obvious in the end game. No way to tell at the start. But the rest of them were very serious. They didn't seem as relaxed as I was. They compared their cards to the one face down. Oh, that's right. These little cheats. They put marks and like little stunk things all over their cards. They put like little marks and stuff in their cards so that way they can read them. There's like literally no holds bar in this club. They don't fuck around. They compare their cards to the ones face down, all the while gauging each other's reactions. God, that's like I remember like when I would play I'd play this one game, is it Slap? I forget how it worked exactly, but like you get a pair and you'd slap, like you guys would all put cards down, and then like basically like if you slapped it when like there was like a pair, then like you got to take the cards that were in the stack, and the point was to get all the cards and like drain your opponent of all their cards over time. And like this one girl at the table was literally a card counter, dude. She was literally a card counter, so she would always count the cards and like predict slaps that way. And like I had to like try to learn to count cards, and I was never good at it. But like I can't imagine being with like a group of people that like everybody's like on their bullshit like that. That's crazy. What? It was as if they could see what the face down card was. No, it couldn't be. The deck is pretty worn out. No way. Can everybody tell by the scratches with the card on the tables? Remember the second rule of our society? Kaiichi-chan, that's bullshit though. They've been doing this for a long time. I'm new to this club. I just showed up today. I'm at a severe disadvantage. I guess they did literally tell me in the rules that like this is basically a game like where it's like you're meant to like die, like trial by fire, but if you pull through, you're like gonna be a legend. Kids must try its hardest to win as well. A number of cards are quite unique. I should be able to remember them pretty quickly. He said that so matter-of-factly. Suits me fine. Don't think a little thing like that can be your crutch. I lashed out angrily, but it was rather obvious that I was at a disadvantage. After all, they'd gone so far to memorize the wear and tear of each individual card. It was like a simple game of old This wasn't a simple game of old Bachelor. This was like a test. Then they're playing with the answer sheet right in front of them. Bring it. I'll take advantage of your carelessness and beat you all at your own game. That baseless confidence would soon be crushed. Oh my god, she did it. She did the laugh. She did the laugh. She did the laugh. How about I tell you that you're starting from the right? 3, 4, 9, Jack, Queen. Wow. By the way, the Bachelor is the Jack of Diamonds. I can tell what they are even if you switch them around. I am out. I thought I was prepared, but for it to be this brutal was just overwhelming. Demons, you're all demons. Rena isn't a demon, are you? Sorry, Kichiku. This is the 3 of Hearts, isn't it? I'm out. Not even a hint of mercy. Rena, even Rika-chan. These club tickets weren't to be trifled with. An alumnus of the club would definitely survive in the cruelest of situations. And our entire class had self-detonating collars strapped to their necks. We were dropped into a death match on a desert island. These guys would probably take it to like fish to water. I can already picture their joy as they hunt down each of their classmates. Isn't there a game that's kind of like that? No, it's different. I'm just thinking of Euphoria. It's the lowest point system. The order itself dictates the points. Whoever has the lowest points total wins. Since Keiichi finished last, he has 5 points. There's already a mark 5 down on my scoreboard. I think it's unfair to Keiichi if we don't use the new deck. It's fine, it's fine. Keiichi is the man after all. He can turn the tables even if the odds are stacked against him, right? It's fitting for a lowly peasant to scamper home and soak their pillow in tears, don't you think? A petite hand laid itself on top of my head, which was trembling from an uncontainable frustration. It was Rika-chan's. Oh, the way that they phrased that, was like a petite hand laid itself on top of my head, which was trembling from a frustration. It was Rika-chan's. Okay, I did read that right. Keep on fighting, yeah. Thanks to Rika-chan's words of encouragement, I was able to calm down. You need to be calm, especially when you're cornered. The fact that the power I could muster during this crisis. Think clearly, Keiichi Maribara. Take your time and look at the cards carefully. It's just as Rena said, each card has its own distinct markings that made them stand out. Memorizing them should be pretty simple. Think about what you can do in this situation and try everything in your power to improve the chances of victory. Whoa, great Keiichi-chan, just like that. I covered the uniquely marked cards with my hand and other cards, arranging them in such a way that they couldn't see it. The ones with the ripped corners should be there. Should be the 5, and I'm out. I couldn't let any of those precious hints slip by me. All information is a weapon. When it's my turn, Tsuruko fanned out her cards for me. You see it? I want the 7. Is it this one? I wonder about that. You won't know unless you take it. Oh, she's flustered. She's flustered. Is she faking it? Is she faking it? There was a bit of dismay in her expression, like she doesn't want it taken. That kind of expression. She's a little trickster. I know. It's this one. Got it. 7 of spades. A cheer of ooh rang out. What is this? The 7 should be the hardest one of all to tell apart. It wasn't memorizing the markings. The slight changes in the expressions as I was selecting a card were enough. Can't hide it from me, Kei-chan. This mark means it's the 2 of diamonds. What? She was startled by her own misread. Of course, everyone else was too. Aha! Whoa! That's rare. That's Michan's Michan gets a card wrong. No, K-chan, could it be you? Did he modify it? They told them apart by different marks. That mark was a nail scratch, so I put a new one on it. Aha! Okay, I do remember this whole bit from like the actual manga. Are you saying he disguised it as the two of diamonds? What an impressive show of wit. Keiichi landed a clean hit. Clap, clap, clap. That's great, Keiichi-kun. That was an incredible match, you know? Having defeated the Forerunner, Mio and my brilliant battle left me ecstatic. Oh, but by total points, it was already set in stone that Mio would win and I would finish last. I laughed haughtily, selecting the tone of my voice carefully to get on Mio's nerves. Well, I'm gonna end up the loser. I'm satisfied as one-upping Mio at the end. Wahahaha. That should be the proverbial slap in the face to Mio, who is at the top already to ensure victory. What the hell? Oh, it started pouring outside. Even if Keiichi-san gets first place this round, he'll still end up in last place overall. Don't you hate that? Of course I do. Let's have a duel. One chance. If you win, then I'll swap first and last place. How about it? You up for it? She fell for it. A chance for an upset that wouldn't be possible without goading her into it. I actually like that expression on Mio in there. She was really cute. With her big pudgy cheeks. One chance, you say. Let me see the rules. Mio discarded 2 cards from her hand and replaced. I should be able to come up with the rules because, like, I'm setting the wager. Come on. I'm new. Mio discarded 2 cards from her hand and replaced one with the Joker card that was on the table, then shuffled the resulting hand behind her back. The card on my right or the card on my left? Kei-chan can guess which card's Joker is in it. Then he wins. When you turn around just now, you didn't pull out the Joker, did you? If you lose, I'll show the card in the other hand. That okay? The other 3 gulped nervously at the unexpected turn of events. Alright, you've got it. Mio grasped one card in each hand and thrust them out at me. First I needed to inspect them closely. The card on the right had no distinguished marks and I couldn't tell which one it was. Wait, what's that? I'm just gonna check something. It got like really rainy and windy suddenly. And oh, they extended the tornado watch. Oh, that's concerning. Tornado watches race are to live property with their event onset. It's valid until 11 p.m. this evening for the following areas. Oh jeez. Well, it does not say my area. Oh no, it does. It does. It does say. It does. It does. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna... Oh shit. One second, I'm gonna take a quick break because some water just got in the room and I didn't even realize that was happening. Crap, I think I got on my bed. Yeah, alright, hold up.
Schnappi, schnapp. Schnie, schnapp, schnappi, 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 schnapp. Ich bin Schnappi, das kleine Krokodil. Hab scharfe Zähne und davon den Tüffel. Ich schnapp den Rest der Schnappen kann. Ja, schnapp zu, weil ich das so gut kann. Schnie, schnapp, schnappi, 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 schnapp. Schnie, schnapp, schnappi, 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 schnapp. Ich bin Schnappi, das kleine Krokodil. Ich schnappe gern, das ist mein Lieblingsspiel. Ich schleich mich an die Mama ran und zeig ihr, wie ich schnappen kann. Schnie, schnapp, schnappi, 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 schnapp. Schnie, schnapp, schnappi, 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 schnapp. Ich bin Schnappi, das kleine Krokodil. Und beim Schnappen, da krieg ich nicht zu viel. Ich beiß dem Papi kurz ins Bein. Und dann schlaf ich einfach ein. Schnie, schnapp, schnappi, 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 schnapp. Schnie, schnapp, schnappi, 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 schnapp. Schnie, schnapp, schnappi, 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 schnapp. Ja, schnie, schnapp, schnappi, oh ja, schnappi, schnappi, schnapp.
For clothes that twist and long. Bold-free detergent plus fabric softener. Relief.
You can take care of me. You don't want to die of cold. Toll free.
Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest, Sinbad! Don't be shy, come on out.
What's happening, man?
Sinbad, assalamu alaikum. All right, right on.
So, you gonna stand there the whole time?
Yeah. Sinbad, any public apologies you'd like to make real quick up at the time?
Anybody I've hurt in my life?
Yeah.
I shot a woman once.
Yeah.
It was in a club in Denver. You ever been on acid?
Yeah.
Then you know what I'm talking
I'm
about.
on it right now.
There you go.
What was the worst stand-up gig of all time?
I did, I think it was a wedding. Oh, I did a wedding. They wouldn't let me have a place to stay, so I had just enough money to stay in this little hole-in-the-wall place. I didn't realize there was a pimp. He said, I'll tell you what, I'll pay for your room, but you can't be here during the day because the girls are going to use your room.
Wait, the pimp hooked it up?
Pimp hooked me up. And he came to my show.
You, of course, either took the sheets off or slept on the
That
floor,
must have
right?
been a sticky ass
That
sheets.
room gonna be
Alright, my bad. I was all fucked up there too. I didn't mute and stuff. Luckily my bed didn't get wet, but my pillows and stuff got wet. And I had to dry off a bunch of stuff. I think I got mostly... I got... Yeah, I'll say I got mostly taken care of. This should be alright for right now. But yeah, I gotta keep an eye on the weather a little bit now. Cause it be coming down really hard. And there is some rough conditions going on. Anyways, so which one I wonder? Keiichi-kun, be careful. Yeah, of course. This is my chance for a big comeback. Looking closely at the card on the left, I saw a little wear. It wasn't the one I hadn't seen before. Ah, that card is. I don't know if that bit from Sonic will slip by me. Mion clucked her tongue. I recognized the mark on the left card from the small number they had memorized. I didn't know what the left card was, but I could tell from Succo's reaction that the card had already appeared during the game. Since it had already appeared before, it meant that it definitely wasn't the Joker. Oh? Kei-chan thinks it's the one on the right. Will you choose that one then, will you? The left card definitely wasn't the Joker. If I would trust the theory, then I shouldn't have been able to declare that the card with the right was the Joker, even without Mio taunting. The one on the right was the most suspicious. But wasn't it a bit too rash to decide based solely on Sadako's reaction? More carefully, I remember now. That mark. The left card, no doubt about it. The 7 of clubs. It's the 7 of clubs, I see. I've won. The card on the left is the 7 of clubs. That meant the card on the right was the Joker. And then right before my hand touched the right card, I froze. Huh? I would expect no less from you. There was a wave of murmurs amongst the onlookers at Sunlight Hall right before I confirmed the right card was the Joker. Huh? What could he not possibly be saying? I mean, the left one is. Oh, what makes you so certain that the right one is the Joker, K-chan? Mio let loose an unexpected question. Everyone else was baffled. I don't know what the card on the right could be, but I know the one on the left is the 7 of clubs. Then, doesn't that leave the right one as the Joker? One of them has to be the Joker, right? Yeah. One of those is the Joker, right? Keiichi has good intuition. Huh? Rika-chan was... What do you mean by that? So basically, a 7 of clubs. I discarded that by matching it with the Ghost 7 of spades earlier. Everyone's attention snapped to the discard pile at the same time. The truth of that matter couldn't be discerned from the sloppy pile. So that means Mio pocketed one of the discarded cards and aligned it over the top left card, and that means... I see, I get it. This left card is being disguised as 7 of clubs, right? It was the first time since the start of the match that a shadow ran across Mio's expression as I didn't let that slip by. Then with a grand flourish, I declared it loudly. The Joker is the left one. It was an intense moment. That second felt like an eternity for everyone there. Breaking the silence, the first one to speak was Mion. Being the first president of the club, I've been witness to a variety of performances, Kei-chan. Yours is the best. The best of the best of the best. That was probably the greatest compliment Mion could give. Mion accepted her defeat, dropping the cards in both hands. My comeback victory! Rika-chan placed her hand on my head and began petting it. Congratulations, me on my victory. Huh? Rika-chan is... Rena and Sadako gasped at us. I gaped at us as if they had seen a ghost. What is it, Rena? It's not as if I cheated or anything, right? This is fair and square. Rika only pets someone on the head to console them. What? What's the meaning of... At the moment, Rena let out a small shriek. Keiichi-kun, this is how it was? You know, Keiichi-kun? I thought you'd read into it that far. Everyone froze. No, it was just me. It was a gamble. If you had just jumped to conclusion like a little brat, then I would have lost. That's what everyone was certain about. Mio picked up the card from the losing hand. And you know, you should take pride in this loss. She turned it around. That was the card that proclaimed the victory of this duel. The card into the 7 of clubs. Unbelievable. It was the 2 of diamonds. It was a setup behind the setup. If I just picked the right one without reading so deeply into it. Mio Sonozaki as the club president, do accept Keiichimara's membership into our club. I slumped to my knees, dazed. Everybody let out a sound of applause for the excellent effort I gave despite my defeat. The match is over now. Today's victory is me, Mio Sonozaki, and our exalted loser is Keiichi Maribara. Everyone made a commotion, applauding cheerfully. I felt I was bested, but I was so loudly beaten that I unexpectedly felt rather refreshing. When Mi-chan pulled that little trick behind her back, I got excited thinking she was going to do it again. When Keiichi-san stopped the moment before touching the cracked card, I thought he fell for it. He fell for it quite handedly, huh? Hey, wait. all of them knew from the start and still got so excitedly so earnestly. Everyone got excited to make it more fun. You're all demons, you monsters. Now then, Kei-chan, it's time for your penalty. Since your first day participating, I'll go easy, okay? It'd be a problem if you refused to come to school. The other 3 members held down my arms and shoulders firmly. Mian approached, licking her lips. Her right hand went to pull something out of her pocket. There's a felt tip marker. It's large oil based. Okay, here we go. She took the cap off the marker and brought it slowly up to my face when I was immobilized. No. I let out my dozens. We didn't really get any choices, so I don't know if we would have gotten any opportunities to like get any clues yet. As soon as the club activities were finished, Rena flew off, probably so she could dig out that cute Colonel Sanders that she wasn't able to take home yesterday. So today it was just Mion and me walking home together, a rather rare occurrence. A mountain of treasure, huh? Guys throwing it away probably never thought in their wildest dream that Rena would be grateful to them. Mountain of treasure. I mean, that damn construction site from before. Alright, Mia, would probably tell me that murder by dismemberment that seemed to have happened there. Over there, you know, at the damn construction site? Something happened there? Long ago? Something sure did. A grand battle. There were sit-ins and demonstrations. It was a bit different from what I wanted to hear, but I decided it was just the same. It was our land that was going to be sunk into the damn reservoir. I would have fought as well, probably. The government guys were really adamant about it, acting all big and full of themselves. Since they figured out that they couldn't settle it with money, they did a bunch of nasty stuff. They were nasty guys. Mia spoke excitedly as if the whole thing was happening right in front of her. I'm amazed you guys won. You were facing the federal government, right? The mayor and prominent figures, they said, I'm not a big fan of the government. The mayor and prominent figures in the village all signed petitions. The government's corrupt. I don't give a fuck. They went to Tokyo and struck deals with legislators. As a result, the development plan was restricted. It was retracted, not restricted. It was our complete victory. There wasn't any violence. No, there wasn't any violence, was there? Like assaults or murders? None. She promptly cut me off. The same as Rena had. Her signaled the end of the discussion. Toмотaki-san said one arm wasn't found in the incident. I thought that a murder by dismemberment had occurred, but I guess I was wrong. My curiosity unsated. I sighed dejectedly inside. Later, see you tomorrow. Kei-chan, you can't wash that off until you get home, got it? I got it, I won't. Mia head back. Held back her laughter while stealing glances at my face. I wonder what kind of nasty doodles they drew. It's all dicks, dude. They drew nothing but dicks all over his face. Damn you, Mian, you shall rule this day. And our roles if our roles are ever reversed, I'm gonna slop it on. I didn't like the word slop. I didn't like reading that. Over your face so you won't be able to take it off, even with the scouring pad. Oh god. Upon arriving home, I ran straight into my room, embarrassing myself yet again. I wonder if his dad and mom saw it all. The midnight I'd come home to was already on edge. It's not an uncommon thing in our family. Whenever Dad can't come up with a good idea, it always ends up like this. He stomps around the house with his arms crossed. Mom whispered in my ear, "Welcome home, Keiichi. Dad is in a bit of a rut right now, so don't bother him, okay? He can't come up with a new idea. It's because the deadlines are so close together this time. Your dad needs time to recharge or he doesn't work as well. Dad's paintings feed our entire family if he runs out of ideas, and it's the end of the Maribaras. We've never gone hungry before. Could it be that my dad is a master painter? Wouldn't it be easier to get an idea taking a walk outside rather than wandering around the house? He's not wrong. It seems his piece this time is in the household, so it seems your dad wants to use this house as a motif. That's a quite bothersome motif. Keiichi, pick up your room. It looks terrible. So sorry, I'll clean it up later. Oh, come on, please don't use my room as a motif. Keiichi, there's still some time before dinner, so please take a walk out back or something. His bad mood is only temporary. As soon as he's got an idea, his mood improves and he starts humming. Until then, it would be a bad idea if you just take a walk, so don't aggravate him further. Fucking godparents, dude. Well, I guess I will then. Get out of the house, you little bastard. I said I was going to take a walk, but I didn't have any particular destination in mind. I just needed to kill some time. I got on my bike and pondered where to go. I could just go read at the bookstore, but it would take about an hour by bike to get to town. It would be dark by the time I got back, so I didn't want to go unless I had to. The road at night here in Hinamizawa would creep me out. If Mio and Satoko ever found out about that, I smiled wearily. Oh yeah, Ren was probably still at the Mountain of Treasure, the dam construction site. The excavation of Colonel Sanders was probably taking her a while. It wouldn't be so bad to have her owe me one. She might return the favor next time we have club activities. With a little bit of self-interest in mind, I set off towards the dam construction site. Tomotaki-san might be out as well. The only person with information about the incident was Rena and Mio that both Rena and Mio denied knowing anything about. If I met him again, I'd like to ask him more details. To ask, was there really a dismembering here in Hinamizawa? That was a real intention. That's a cool bridge. I do like the way they tell these stories in like these scenes. I spotted Brennan struggling up on the slope of a garbage pile. It looked like Colonel Sanders was lodged in there pretty firmly. It didn't look like Rena would be able to excavate him by herself. Realizing that Tomotaki-san wasn't around, I began climbing up the slope unsteadily. Hey Rena, looks like you're working up a sweat. Whoa, Keiichi-kun? What brings you to a place like this? A place like this, huh? I see, she wasn't aware of it at least. I received a signal for emergency assistance at the accident site. Where's the injured party? Huh? Accident? Huh? But there was a report Colonel Sanders was buried alive in the trash pile. Huh? Oh, that's what you scared me. Don't frighten me like that, Keiichi-kun. I was just kidding. I thought you might be struggling by yourself, so I came by to help you out. Hey, you came for me? How? Well, I failed my quota for today. If I don't see Rena blush at least once a day, then I'm not getting my daily required nutritional intake. Just kidding, you're embarrassing me now. So, huh? What part was the joke? What part was it? I just ignored her bewilderment. Okay, now move out of the way. So, where's Colonel Sanders? Sorry, can't you see him in that gap? He's really buried in there. I don't know. She seems. I love Rena. She's such a little sweetheart. The Colonel Sanders was sideways, surrounded by boards and other construction materials, like they were caging him inside. According to Rena, it wasn't like this yesterday. It seems as though another illegal dumper came yesterday, dumped again, and now he's buried like this. You're trying to move this pile all by yourself? With those scrawny arms? There's no way she would be able to do that with her slender arms. But Colonel Sanders, so cute. There's a chain on Colonel Sanders at the store. This one though, I should be able to take this one home. How? She tried to steal the other one, dude. She tried to steal the other one. That's so funny. As Rena's guardian, I won't allow her to sully your hands with crime. Out of the way, I'll do it. Rena blushed again, but this time I left it alone. The pile was enormous. All the more steady with the waste, the more likely another legal dumping would occur. If I got buried any deeper, there would be nothing that could be done. Keiji cannot help too. Let me help. You just get in the way, so stay back. Pulling out scraps, bending them, tossing them aside. I quickly became covered in sweat and dust. Flying objects drew beautiful arcs across the twilight sky, one after another. Lumber, timber, plywood. Damn it. No matter how much I threw out, there was still more. Even though I could see Colonel Sanders right there. After grandstanding like that in front of Rena, I felt frantic because of how little I progressed. If I was going to do this seriously, I need an axe or a saw or something. That's enough, Keiichi-kun. You're so sweaty. You don't have to try so hard. I'm just doing it for you, Rena. Don't worry about it. Aw, I love her. Look at her, 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 look at her. I love her. Chat, I want to marry her. That's wife. She's so cute. Aww. Rena baked, sputtering, and tossed, turned beet red. Whoops. I meant to say I was trying my best so as to keep her from becoming a criminal. Oh well. I guess I just need a break. This is pretty tough. I sprawled on my back over the grassy slope. I'm so sorry. You're covered in sweat. Rena patted her handkerchief against my forehead. It felt pretty nice. Aww. Wait, just a minute. Here, a minute. My house is pretty close. I'll bring you some barley tea, okay? Leaving the handkerchief from my forehead, Rena took off running. Where does she live? The cries of the Higurashi gently cooled the air. I wonder if that's something we'll find out with the clues this time. After I was certain that Rena was gone, I picked myself up and headed towards what I discovered earlier. That was the garbage pile of magazines and newspapers bound in twine, unless I'm mistaken. I believe it was around here. There it was. There were bound stacks of not so reputable tabloids. They were stacked chronologically going back quite a few years. It was quite a disturbing incident. It seems they have been able to find one of the arms you see. It was just as Tomotaga said, undoubtedly there would be a mention of the murder. These are troubled times. There's no end to these sickening incidents. There's a large part of society drawn in by these incidents as well, so it had to be recorded somewhere. Unfastened the packages and opened the rain-soaked pages carefully, looking over the table of contents. Not here. Next one. Not here. Next one. It was hard to search since I didn't know when it happened. I don't know who the perpetrator of the victim was either. I only knew that happened here. I looked up every so often checking to see if Rena had come back or not. I wanted her to see me gawking at a dirty magazine, but it wasn't just that. Both Rena and Mio said they didn't know, but it had happened without a doubt. As long as Homotaki wasn't lying, and both Brennan and Mion, yeah, there it was. If they had just said that, then I wouldn't have gotten so hung up on it. Incident that neither Rina or Mion wished to talk about, trying to uncover it after I tried to conceal it out of good intentions. That made me feel like I was acting against my friends. He was a dam worker's lynching, murdered by dismemberment. There it is. Featured article was in the back, and it seemed that there was a photograph in the colored pages at the front. The pages that were featured in the article were stuck together and weren't easy to open, when it could return at any moment. Feeling rushed, I gave up and opened the photographic page. The police investigators were carrying a body bag, and paper reporters were all bathing in the camera flash. The image was blurry and hard to understand, but I could definitely make out the headlines. A tragic nightmare at the Hinamizawa construction site. Lynching and murder, dismemberment. The victim was a site foreman. He had assaulted his assailants daily. He had assaulted his assailants daily with an explosive backlash from the daily actions. It's a horrible image to see that site foreman as. It happened. It really happened. I see the details around the next page. I turned to the next page without pausing. On it was the assailant pushed the victim's body with hatchets and pickaxes. Then used an axe to split the cadaver into 6 pieces: head, arms, legs, and torso. I can understand just from the headlines that it was just too terrible an incident. Normal lynching is just an assault and murder, right? Dismemberment with hatchets and pickaxes? That wasn't just a lynching. It was a merciless killing to the letter. It was a brutal murder. Done by a group of people with hatchets? With pickaxes? With an axe? Or did I startle you? Did I startle you? When I dropped an axe, she was holding on to the grass as she startled by my voice. You see, earlier, yeah, you said it would help you if you had an axe, didn't you? So then, I bought an axe for you from the shed. When I fluttered her arms in a panic, continuing to explain and apologize, it seemed I had been glaring at her pretty intensely. I'm sorry, I guess my reaction was a bit overboard. No, I'm sorry as well, I'm sorry. The night was drawing close. It was pretty worn out, and it wouldn't hurt to do the rest tomorrow. Doesn't look like we can break the last beam without an axe. You brought it after all. I'll have to borrow it tomorrow, alright? Okay, why do you look so glum? Tomorrow we'll be digging out Colonel Sanders, right? You're right, haha. I don't want to take Colonel Sanders home soon. We both know that it was useless to apologize any more than that. I quenched my thirst in the barley tea Brenna brought and wiped off the sweat that was now gone cold. We took the path to head home. I felt quite guilty about the tablet wrapped up in my jacket. Okay. My curiosity is, you ever see new tips in Humans Have a Damn Project special tabloid report? Damn, when he said Dirty Magazine, I didn't know that he meant there was titties on the cover. Hell yeah. Nightmare Falls the Hinamizawa Dam. Lynching and murder dismemberment. In X months of X day and X prefecture at the Hinamizawa Dam construction work site in Shishubon City, a bone-chilling, gruesome murder dismemberment. Even though this case has shocked the archipelago, the police will give no details on the case, exactly what happened at the Hinamizawa Dam. They probably really didn't mean to kill him at first. As the victims resisted by swinging around a shovel, the rest of the perpetrators armed themselves in return, and it quickly escalated to homicide. So said the aforementioned investigator A. After this bloody tragedy was over, they were left with a body which nobody thought was alive. X6 tormented the suspects daily with his rough behavior. At first it was meant to be payback. All the perpetrators were horrified by their deed, and one even turned himself into the police. It was a de facto leader of the group who suggested hiding the body. Reluctantly at first, they soon began to think they did not wish to be caught. The construction site had numerous places to hide bodies with 6 people. They were originally supposed to hide the body and leave the area, but the de facto leader feared the construction. The conscience of the other 5 wouldn't be able to bear the burden and came up with a horrifying method to keep them from turning him into the police. He devised the heinous method of splitting up the body among them, making each of them responsible for hiding a piece. Had turned a simple manslaughter into a gruesome dismemberment and forcibly involved each perpetrator in order to create a sense of unity between them. Each one participated. But what does this mean? Mercenaries spoke out reluctantly. Exxon had ordered each and every one of them to dissect a piece for themselves. They were hesitant at first, but nobody refused. In for a penny, in for a pound was what it meant. Thus, an unimaginable bloody ceremony began. The perpetrators wept and vomited as they performed the gruesome task. There was one person who stubbornly refused, but threatened them, saying nothing would change if someone else ended up dead, and he gave up in his objections. Isaac's plan collapsed in the span of one night. Isaac, who had refused to set the corpse up until the last moment, had broken down in tears at the hospital where he was being treated for an injury sustained during the scuffle and confessed. The criminals were arrested one after the other, but the de facto leader's whereabouts are still unknown. Although the right arm are hidden by accident has yet to be found. Despite an ongoing search, this horrible individual has so far managed to elude law enforcement. What could the police be doing? It appears that Isaacs had said that he was going to throw the body into the marsh. Isaacs' car was discovered abandoned near the marsh, but there was no clues of his whereabouts. Isaacs didn't trust his companions. One cannot deny the possibility that he had exacted his companions to confess to the police and used his car as a decoy. Of course, I doubt that theory. Since he has no car, one would expect him to leave have a limited area to which he could have escaped to. But within the station, there were rumors going around that he had accidentally slipped and drowned in the marsh where he went and thrown away the body. To the locals, that marsh is believed to be bottomless. It's known as the Onigafuchi, the ogre's abyss, and it's said that the bottom of the marsh is connected to the hellish world of demons. The atrocious demons from hell that was... Could it be that he had returned to hell through the marsh? Oh my god, the fucking music changed. The Dungeon Dragon is bringing you luck and fortune. Prosperous fortune, ladies leaping for your arms. Business success. Promotions. Ambition. Protection from harm. Not just with pachinko and horse races, but business and even love. Guaranteed or your money back. Dungeon Dragon Bracelet DX one piece. 27,800 yen. Hell yeah. The throat singing, October 1975. In accordance with the Prime Minister's Bulletin Number Hinamizawa's electrical development master plan was announced. Vast scope of the project Hinamizawa Dam will have an incredible heavy impact on the village of Hinamizawa. The flooded area caused by the Hinamizawa Dam could include the 5 areas of Hinamizawa, Takasudo, Kyotsu, Matsumoto, and Yagochi. The submerged area will include 291 houses, populations 1,251. They have that many people and that many houses? Holy shit, what the fuck? 1 elementary school, 1 middle school, 1 post office, 1 agricultural cooperative, 4 apartment lumberyard, 5 shrines, 2 temples, and 1 fishery. All these communal, cultural, agricultural areas and places of worship will be indefinitely submerged at the bottom of the artificial lake basin. Forsaking the hundreds of years of ancestry poured their blood and sweat into the fertile resources of rich land, it's just too painful to bear. As the residents having homes that were to be submerged banded together and created the Onigafuchi Defense Alliance. The dam project was halted and petitions to go alter the plan were circulated. The citizens sought peaceful negotiations, but the government and its puppet company openly refused. Performing unspeakable heinous acts, they quashed our democratic actions of the villagers. But the villagers did not falter. Instead, they banded together even more closely and steel resolved to protect their homes from death. The continuation of the frightening that frightening Hinamizawa dam construction project is still stalled as of today. The villagers understand that the stalling was caused by sublime powers through unity, and they understand that this fearsome plan has not yet been fully withdrawn. The Onigifushi Defense Alliance has been dissolved after it did its part, but the feelings of unity gathered have not been extinguished. As long as that passion resides in the hearts of the residents, they will be able to confront whomever next decides to sink their homes into a lake basin. Onigifushi Defense Alliance Committee Chairman Kirichiro Kimiyoshi. Honestly, people who live near a place where they're trying to build data centers right now could learn a thing or two from these people. Will I elaborate further? No. I don't think I will. Okay. Damn, I want to continue. But okay, I think we will continue. We're not going to be able to go super late, but I'm going to just take a short little break here. And we'll be right back.
There we go.
I'm gonna put a picture in this. Hello?
John,
Garfield?
I need to know something, John. When you asked me what I thought of your new frame, and I looked at it, and I saw a dog. That was Odie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. You bet it was. Garfield, what's wrong?
I thought the picture frame was a mirror.
this, huh?
What? I forgot something?
Well, the name Taj Mahal means crown of the palace. Donald Trump's crown is in hock tonight. Trump has been forced to put his Taj Mahal hotel and casino in Atlantic City into bankruptcy because he couldn't pay his debts.
Look into the nipples of the future.
Me want honeycomb.
Again, with passion.
Me want honeycomb.
He looks better on TV.
Cut!
What? This stinks. Where is my massage?
Okay, let's shoot the cereal.
Honeycomb!
I just gotta have that honey sweet crunch.
Me want honeycomb! Move it, hula boy! Table for two, please!
Perfect! It's so real!
Honeycomb cereal is part of this good breakfast.
More milk, my man.
You stay at Funcoland and I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Yes! All right!
So, did you have fun? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, right, have a fun!
Hey man, get portable. Get a Game Gear Supersonic Sports Pack. A color portable Game Gear, carrying case, and 2 hit games. Sonic 2, and the Majors Pro Baseball. Whoa, even save $50. The Game Gear Supersonic Sports Pack. You know who makes it.
Coffee? Tea?
Welcome to the Empire of Taste. How many excuses do you need to eat great food? Correct, none. Wouldn't it be cool to try what you have never tried before? The story is perfectly short and amazingly interesting. Do you ever wonder what your ancestors during the early ages or medieval era ate for lunch? What was for dinner? What they'd beaten at night? Raw meat, live fish, screaming birds. Remember, fridge was not invented yet. We, at Troy, uncovered a few very interesting recipes. Our chef adapted them to contemporary stomachs, made the meals taste great, using finest spices and open fire. No gimmicks, no kidding, just the best of the past. Troy, possibly the finest theme restaurant in New York. Simply said, the Empire of Taste.
The greatest songwriter of modern times is Bob Dylan.
That's right.
Mailboxes drip like lampposts in the twisted birth canal of the Colosseum. Rim job fairy teapots mask the temper tantrum. Oh, say, can you see 'em? Stuffed cabbage is the darling of the laundromat. The mouse with the overbite explained how the rabbit.
What the hell is this song about?
I have no idea.
You guys are idiots. This song is very deep.
inside the three-eyed monkey within inches of his toaster oven life.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tatiana Ali.
Yeah.
Boo! What's up? What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Hey.
Hey.
I love your set.
Oh, thanks. I made it. I pretty much made it from the ground up, so it's no big deal. I'm like really good with my hands, you know?
I love your globe.
Yeah. I made that too. I'm like a globe maker.
You just don't see them very, you know.
Yeah. Well, so what are you like doing later? You got any plans or anything?
Like,
Just I'm getting like some pizza later, just by myself, you know. Just maybe you want a pizza or something.
I got a comedy show later. If you want to come through, I'll do comedy. So if you want to come to a comedy show.
Well, I mean, we're kind of making plans now, so.
I mean, I'm just throwing out other options.
I appreciate
with
that.
Stuff. I mean, she didn't really say anything about.
Well, you
just
can
wanna
sense
throw out
body
other stuff.
language, Hannibal, and you can sense chemistry.
I
you
feel like it's just because you
understand,
had a desk and I had to stand up, and so that she can't.
Well, we talked
look
about
at me
making
as
that
much.
an issue, and I just really think she's more interested in pizza.
I got real strong calves.
So, like 7 o'clock, I can pick you up.
Oh, it's time for Doc Chicken, y'all!
Chicken, doc, 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 chicken,
Doc chicken, doc chicken, doc chicken, doc chicken, doc chicken, doc chicken, doc chicken, doc chicken, doc chicken, doc chicken.
And we are back. Not me literally hounding down like a whole sleeve of saltine crackers since I last seen you guys. I didn't do that. It's definitely not what I was doing in that time frame. Alright. This function of this school as an educational facility is very questionable. Our PE class is exceptionally disorganized. The only things we do together are the warm-ups at the start. The teacher isn't even there after that. I was thinking about okay, I'm dying. I was thinking about starting it up really soon. Alright, I'm live again. Alright, I'm locking in. Ironically, I do think we'll probably start Slay the Princess next week. I'm also going to be starting Resident Evil Requiem probably in the next couple of days. It really just depends on how work goes. So I don't know how much time I'm going to have to stream and stuff. Excuse me. The teacher isn't even there after that. All we do is play together. Oh dang, PE uniform, Mion. I forgot about like the fucking PE shorts. No helping it, everybody is a different age or gender. The only rule is that we had to stay on school grounds while we were exercising. All the little kids are gallivanting about. Oh, they certainly are being active. They might be getting plenty of exercise, but the Board of Education probably completely forgot about this school. Sorry to keep you waiting. We're all together now. What shall we do for today? For PE. Alright, we have all of our members gathered now. Now then, class representative, what shall we do for PE today? What shall we do? Mian harumphed and crossed her arms haughtily, surveying the area. Explosive power and endurance. There are no friends in the world of sports. Everyone is a rival. The only thing we can trust is your own body. What the heck do you mean by that? You really read too much manga. I quipped without missing a beat. And so, we'll be taking a lesson from history. The tried and true king of outdoor melee events. Let's play tag. It is quite the adorable choice to make after playing it up so much. I do love tag. Tag is like such a wholesome game. Tag is just like a fun like game to play when you were a kid, dude. I remember like TV tag was a fun one too. I forget like how that worked. Like you had to like, let's say a TV show like as like the thing to like protect you from them. I forget. I need to like look that up, dude. How do you play TV tag? And then there's like freeze tag. Man, dude, I'm like something I think about a lot actually. Now that like we're talking about fucking like stupid shit like this. When I was a kid back in the day, like all of like our neighbors kind of knew, like kind of vaguely knew each other. Or at least knew all the kids on the block. So like when we would like play and shit, like we could run through most of our neighbors' yards and shit. Like, and they never gave a fuck. Nobody ever made it a problem. Nobody ever yelled at us. Like we could even like go in like people's backyards sometimes, like as long as they were chill, and like hide back there. I remember like me and a friend of mine used to like literally climb up on the garage roof of like their neighbor's house like during like hide and seek and stuff. Like straight up. They were like, hey, it's Peebs and friend. Oh, there's kids on the fucking garage again. God fucking damn it. They're always going on the goddamn garage. But it was so easy, like you could like there's a little part of the fence that like cornered off by their garage, and like you could easily climb up those. You get on top of like the fence, and then from the fence you could basically just like pop right up on the roof. It was like no problem at all. I'd always like hide in trees too. Now they cut down all the trees. That dunderhead Keiichi-san shall be the first one to be it. Like, man, I remember this area, like, all these, like, neighborhoods were way more, like, wooded. Which, like, I don't understand, like, why they cut down so many of the fucking trees. Like, I'm sure it would also, like, reduce, like, the amount of, like, heating and stuff like that you need. I mean, cooling and stuff like that. Just what I was hoping for, that Dunderhead Kitchen would be the first one to be it. I won't be beaten. I'll try my best too, you can't beat me. Why are you guys all so into it? The third rule of our society, you must partake in the game, enjoying it without question. Then, this counts as a club activity? Everyone smirked at each other. They all seemed pretty confident. Oh man. Physically, I should be able to keep up with any girls my own age. Oh, he's a little misogynist too. Regardless, me and Sotoko looked like they were aiming for victory, and Rena was looking at me as if pitying my disadvantage. Fine. Tag. I'm in. My yell echoed across the school grounds. These were the rules. Anyone who was able to evade being tagged before the bell was a winner. But we didn't switch who was it. The ones who were tagged by it also became it. The number of people who were it could increase exponentially. Higurashi When They Smile, parody game of Higurashi. Higurashi, where everything just stays nice and good and nothing bad ever happens. Or like or it'd be like a town of people who are like evil, and like their secret is that they do a ritual that's good, but like they're hiding that they're good because the good only works if everybody thinks that everybody in the town is evil. But they somehow are like saving the world. I don't know. I'm just workshopping ideas here. The endgame will become a hellish siege. They call the version we're playing here Zombie Tag, you see. I wonder, okay. I'm curious. This actually sounds like a pretty cool version of Tag. I like this idea. I think anyone infected by a zombie turns into a zombie. Or like a Lava Monster, dude. Lava Monster was was like rad as hell to play as a kid. I remember like we get like a whole block outside to play shit like that. And like we'd be like running through like all of each other's like yards and shit. Although it was a little unfair because like we would do like the grass is like the safe area, and then like the sidewalk is the lava. So like fucking I don't know, like it was really easy to avoid the lava, and it was really hard for like the lava monster to actually get you unless like you purposely did things to make it risky. Why do you make it sound so scary? I wonder. As soon as I catch Rena, I'm gonna tear out her entrails while she's still alive. Lava Monster always worked a little bit better at like a park where like the wood chips would be the lava, and like maybe like specifically like the black platforms on like the stuff, and then like all the colored like equipment is all the safe zones. Then you have to get like super creative. I remember we would play that shit still like even like when we were like teenagers. As soon as I would catch Rena and then tear out her entrails while she's still alive. Gross, Keiichi-kun, that's gross. Foreshadowing. Rikishan placed her hand on Rena's head as she was panicked. Don't worry, before Keiichi gobbles you down, I'll eat you up gently. Consensual 4. Rika, that isn't comforting at all. Both me and I nodded deeply. So the first, how do you decide who's the zombie? With rock, paper, scissors? Oh, who's setting a question? Well, it is class time after all. Let's decide by answering questions. I'll ask the questions, and the one who isn't able to answer is the zombie. I have no idea which grade level they'll be coming from. That's actually a rough one because like there's like so many different ages here. There's like everybody from like 11 to 14. What does the Japanese word Roku mean? Isn't that the box? Isn't that the TV with the city in it? Huh? I was bewildered by this question. We repeated it. So you need to answer. What's Roku in English? It's 6. How about Kutsushita? Socks. Kutsushita is socks. What's the third letter? What's the third letter in the alphabet? It's X. What? Third? Oh, third last letter in the alphabet. XYZ. What does Seibetsu mean? Of course I know what it is. Says Satoko cut herself off before finishing the answer. I see it's quite a lewd question. Oh, you're an adult, aren't you? Oh, of course you know what it is, right? I certainly do. Of course I know. Then go ahead and say it. That you know that. What does that mean exactly? I said, looks like she's in trouble. How cute. What's she trying to make her say? Don't take her home. It's a crime. If I didn't nip it in the bud, she really might have tried to take her home. Neil's pursuit was blunt and making Sadako stammer. Now then, go ahead and say it nice and loudly. Is it gonna be sex? What does it mean? I do know. It's gonna be sex. That means a person, thing, idea, action, or event which has been previously indicated in context. Huh? Of course, we are a bit surprised by Rika-chan's unexpected answer. I see. Well, certainly is what that means. That could have been awkward. I wonder what I would have done in Sadako's position. I'd probably get ticked off and blurt out, you know what, at the top of my lungs. I want you as an enemy, me and Sonozaki. Thank goodness you were born a girl. If you were a boy, I'd probably be a perverted asshole. Hey. Just because she's a girl doesn't mean she's not a perverted asshole. It appears I have no choice. Unfortunately, Asatoko Hojo shall assume the role of the zombie. I shall eat everyone. Seems like she's ready to go. What's the punishment game for this one? Does that mean she's automatically a loser? Or does this one only have a winner? I must do the count to 100, correct? Some jerks skip numbers will count to 100, so you can start chasing after you solve this problem. Well, Kichi-kun, give her a simple one, okay? 1/5 of a cake, 1/6 of a cake, and 1/7 of a cake are all on a plate. Oh no. There are no common denominators? The girl grabbed a stick in panic and began drawing the cake rations on the ground. Satoko can eat only one cake in 60 seconds, eats all of them. How many cakes are left on the ground? What? Can eat one cake in 60 seconds. Eats all. Who can eat a cake in 60 seconds? Eats all of them. How many cakes are left on the plate? Just as I finished giving the word problem, Mion shouted, "Where'd he go? I don't fucking understand any of that. How the hell is she supposed to solve that?" Mion signaled everyone but Sadako Saturn. Hey, Keiichi-kun, that wasn't a problem at all, was it? Sadako almost lost the moment she started working it out. She's eating it all, so of course there's nothing left on the plate. How many cakes total? Oh! It's literally a trick question. Everyone dashed off in the direction they thought was best. Knowing the lay on the land, they probably headed right to the best spots. It was obvious it was at a disadvantage. At a time, what if you just like forgot the question? Yeah, how many cakes will be left on the plate? Or she can eat a whole cake in 60 seconds. Or like after 60 seconds, or she can eat a whole cake in 60 seconds or whatever. But like, they wouldn't make one whole cake, so they'd be all gone. So it'd just be an empty plate. So 0. Everyone dashed off in the direction they thought was don't want to lay the land. They probably headed back right to the best spots. It was obvious I was at a disadvantage. At a time like this, it wouldn't have been more effective to go along with those trained in survival skills. Like Neon, for example. The fact that I didn't realize that at the start of the game probably hurt my chances. Glancing back over the school grounds and saw Satoko just rising up to start. She was really, really mad. Mwaha. She got tripped up on such a dumb question. I stood on one of the corners of the school. I had clear sight lines in two directions and would probably have a good response time if any zombies started closing in. For the time being, I caught my breath and focused on what I was trained to think during club activities yesterday. And then call me Keiichi Maibara. If I was it, what would I do? My numbers would be the shortcut to victory. And then going after the weakest players first is the obvious plan of attack. Meanwhile, me. Now then, where could Rikichi-man possibly be? Shan't let you escape, but of course. What would be the best method to track me down? Footprints to smell. Maybe some slight betrayal. If I could casually hide my tracks, then there would be no trail for Satoko to follow. But that I was no detective. Would I even be able to do that kind of thing in an amateur game like this? Tomotak Okamura. Have you seen Keiichi recently? What the heck? Do zombies hunt their prey by asking nicely where they went? Tomita and Okamura pointed to the location where I was hiding. After hearing he was headed in this direction, I abandoned my position. It wasn't easy to hide myself with all those little kids running around as they pleased. It was even more obvious that I was at a disadvantage from not being familiar with the surroundings. And that's how it was going to be. Then to confront the intelligence gathering zombie, I just counter it with a similar vein. I approached some girls playing with a ball. I'm sorry, but could you relay this message? Tell Sakuroho that our parents are at the gate, please. Message, haha. Okay. Oh, that's the case. Message, haha. Okay. I thought girls they turned to run off. Wait, don't go yet. I'll take this one to Mio Sozaki. Tell her the teacher is calling her to the gate. I guess I'm such a schemer if I do think so myself. If things went well, Satoka and Mio would run into each other at the gate. That would put me at a disadvantage if more people were it, but there was Mio we're talking about. She figured out a way to escape. But that was just fine. As long as it brought me more time. My dance for me, Mio and Satoko, and the palm of my hand. Having my fill of playing the con man, I looked for a place to hide. If you think about it logically, I'd only bought myself a scant amount of time, and it might even come back to bite me. Once it became apparent I'd started spreading false information through messages, I could end up being the receipt of one of those messages. Satoko would probably ask the messengers to help her look for me. That would mean there would be more zombies than participating in the game. The virus that was brought about my mischief could cause an epidemic. All the classmates would transform to zombies and would only be searching for me. This tactic might backfire horribly. He's like discovering blowback in real time, just like the US government. While trembling to be a thought of the impending dawn of the dead, I began searching for a safe house. Also, like, peak catastrophizing here. Ain't no way that's like what's gonna happen. I found a shed by the incinerator behind the school. Oh shit, we're gonna get incinerated. We're gonna lock ourselves in the incinerator. After climbing up onto the roof, I held my breath. Oh! He's also hiding on the roof. That's funny. Chekhov's roof? On my breath, it wasn't a bad place to hold out. Not only did I have a good line of sight, but if necessary, I could jump off in 3 different directions to escape. It was getting rowdy down there. Lower grades were running around below the shed. Maribara-san isn't around. Is he over there? Nope. Where's Keiichi-san, I wonder? His dad is at the front gate. That was definitely a lie. The word gate, the same one I had used, gave a hint of revenge. Some man was behind this. I was still keeping one step ahead of the game. I felt bad for my underclassmen, but they'd have to search until the school bell. Hey, do you know where Keiichi-san is at? His mom suddenly got really sick. A message from Maribara-san. They said his house got fired and he needs to come to the gate. A Jono jet fell on top of Maribara's residence. The police have come to question him. That's all very likely. Or anything goes now. Nathan enjoys peeping in the bathrooms. Huh? I heard today he's going around every night stealing panties. Who are they talking about? I heard he wears panties on his head and smells them and stuff. No way I would do that. I heard the class representative Mion was a victim too. What? God, this is you're doing Mion. Calm down, Kenshi Maribara. This is Mion's battle tactic to flush me out. Just hold on. My class thought about it logically. They would know it's all nonsense. All kids don't think about things logically. All those things were true. So they were all chuckling together while looking for me. Oh, Mion. It's my victory. Bwahahaha. Wiping unrelenting tears away from my I felt intoxicated by my own victory. Did you hear? I was in transmission my brothers and I was a really perverted person. Kyahaha. The cost of being Mion had too high a price. Oh, someone passed below. That's running Rika-chan. Haha, Rika-chan, you're still okay. I'm getting by somehow. Haha. It seems Mion-chan is it as well. Mion, it couldn't be she'd become it is because of my little strategy. This confirmed that Mion was behind this relentless message war. Then this wasn't good. You finally got away from Mii-chan, but Sadako-chan, she's searching around those pipes, so we should be safe here for now. Upon hearing that, I breathed a sigh of relief. While Brenna was slumped on the ground, breathing heavily, Yuki-chan started creeping up to her. Mion doesn't normally make noises when she walks, but it's strange. It couldn't be. Whoa, Rika-chan, what is it? What is it? Huh? Don't worry. I never seen Rika-chan smile so creepily before. Why are you coming closer? Why? Rika-chan isn't a zombie, is she? Don't be scared. I'll be sure to eat you gently. No way, Rika-chan, no eek. Wait, she was faking being like chill until then? Rika was pressing against the wall. Rika lurched forward with both arms out just like a zombie. Rena quaked with her back pushed up against the wall. It was quite a surreal scene of horror. I once thought of those zombie breakout videos you'd see. I don't know what kind of videos he's talking about. Zombie breakout videos? What kind of fucking YouTube algo is he pulling? At this moment, Rena's eyes met mine. Keiichi couldn't save me. Then I turned 180-degree exit styles and glared at me. I see Keiichi and Mion popped out from behind the cinder block wall around the garbage dump. I was seeing where I was. My approach was only advantageous when there was one side. Being surrounded was not as good. You said you located Keiichi-san? Tell me someone was rushing my way. I've seen that Rika-chan had let Rena escape, and now she was burying her fangs at my direction. Oh. Come on down, Keiichi-chan. Sees how he circled the shed, moaning curses. You guys are scary. Too scary. I wonder how Keiichi-chan's guts taste. Keiichi-san, Keiichi, I want to become one of us. Someone, please save me. Please, Belle, please, Belle, please, Belle. I saw an apology me from across the schoolyard. An apology? Sorry. Leave me for dead? Rena! Let off the roof out of fear. Slipping as I landed, Sadako and Rika-chan jumped on top of me and straddling me. They tickled me all over my body. No, I've been caught. This means Rena is still left. There isn't much time until the bell. Damn you, Rena. How dare you leave me for dead? The feelings of a zombie. I understood how vengeful ghosts and lingering regrets felt. True. We gotta get that bitch now. It's sad, so sad. But Keiichi is one of us now. It felt like I'd been bitten by a vampire and now was one of their thralls. It was a strange feeling being welcomed over to the side that had pursued me. Zombie take is quite profound. Okay, zombie tag is quite profound is gonna be the raid message. This is no time to postulate. What miscapture Rena? The principal is walking down the hall. bell rings soon. To Varana, I would have turned into a demon for vengeance, but I needed to use my any means necessary. Except I wasn't just a zombie. I was a master of the night, a vampire. What makes you? I don't understand why he thinks he's a vampire, but okay, you do you, Keiichi. Using the same trick that that had tightened the noose around my own neck, I used my classmates to further my evil designs. I guess up lower grades around the school grounds. Everyone listen, Rena is in big trouble. All of you, please look for Rena. The problem is the jumbo jet crashing onto your family's house. Oh yeah, it turned into that, hadn't it? You know, was nonchalantly trying to avoid the blame. Yeah, it's not even in the same league as jumbo jets. What fell on Brenna's house was a space colony. A what? A space? How? What does that mean? What does that even entail? What does that look like? He just like added colony to the mix, but wouldn't that be like a space station or a spaceship? What's the difference? Yeah, it's really a big disaster. Everyone is in one climate Ramus. Well, it's obliterated, but that was only the prelude to the tragic tale. What the fuck is he telling these kids? At the beginning, this is just like him telling lies to children now. I'm beginning to start a war of independence by the propagandability of Zion? Lower grades were dumbfounded, their eyes like saucers at the grand turn of events. What will happen? Will the Terran Federation lose? If things go on like this, they will. Only one person can defeat the Red Comet. That person is Brenna Ryuga. Lower grade students all gulped. What does this fucking mean? What are you talking about? How are they following this? Wait, this is a Gundam reference? He's a Gundam fan? I fully understand that the fight for Earth was lost without Rena. Now scatter, comrades. We must find Rena. My comrades in the lower grade let out an enthusiastic cheer and dashed off in various directions around the school grounds. There was still one person who hadn't gone. I didn't get the reference. That means I'm not a nerd because I'm not nerd enough. Hakame is the nickname of a character in the original Gundam, and Zeon are the bad guys in Gundam. Oh, but I thought even the Terran Federation's impulse wave diffusion cannon didn't work on the Comet Empire. You're close. That's the white variant of those comments. The reason it didn't work is because they didn't know the weak point. Of course, Brennan knows their weak point all too well. Terran Federation is a reference to the Earth Federation in Gundam. Okay, so my lad Ryusuke7 apparently is a little Gundam fan. Who said I was calling you a nerd? I'm making fun of the MSC. I said you were calling me a nerd. Says me. Ba-bum. Ryuga-san is amazing. Satisfied with that, he also rushed off to look for Reno. It does seem like there are some promising up-and-comers amongst the youngsters. I knew all that Gundam knowledge would come in handy someday. I feel like I need to watch a Gundam series eventually. Though Kei-chan's abilities, this old man knows them better now. It didn't really feel like she was complimenting me, but whatever. Nerd this pants grab. Oh, how dare you, how dare the disrespect. Oh, is it not working? One second. The disrespect. It kind of worked. It was a little late, whatever. By the way, painting sometimes something red makes it 3 times faster. Technically, it's a Warhammer and Gundam reference. I've heard about that bit before. That's funny. Read the how exceptional Kei-chan-san says this looks quite promising. In Warhammer, things that are red are faster. If we have this many, we can win. With this many, we can win. I thought repeating things was Rena's thing. I was thinking that Keiichi would have been a better nominee for the initial zombie. Rishon's word stung a bit, but I let it slide for now. Not even Rena would be able to escape the entire class. As a result of everyone's thorough search, Rena was finally cornered in the back of the sports equipment shed. You're all scary. Keiichi-kun too? So is Kawaii. It's probably both scary being chased around by the entire student body. All lower gates closed in on Rena, saying she was the only one who could save the world. What are you all saying? I can control a mech? Rena, how could you leave me for dead? Are you ready to pay for it? I'm sorry about that, Keiichi-kun, but I didn't have a choice. Do not resist. Let yourself be devoured. What's with the vor? Let's all be together. Oh, that's a really wholesome spin that she put on things. Now, Rena, say your prayers. Mwahaha. It's because in Warhammer, orcs have this ability that if they believe in something, it becomes true. So all orcs believe that painting something red makes it 3 times faster. Same reason why their ships can fly. It's because they believe it can. What? Orc lore go crazy? Orc lore go wild? Orc be doing things because they think they can? So they think they can, they simply can? That sounds OP. If you can get them to believe in something. I don't know a lot about Warhammer, but I know about this. I feel like this is a valid thing to know. This is very interesting lore for a species. When I stumbled onto a mat, trembling with tears in her eyes, I closed in, associating this issue with similar, particularly immoral one, made my pulse quicken just a little bit. Oh, what? Is Keiichi saying he... Is Keiichi talking about... Chat. Is Keiichi saying what I think he's saying? Not always that specific thing, or just a big group or something. They probably wanted to tickle Rena. Rena wanting no part of what she was about to happen when stiff with fear. No, they're gonna kill our wife. Keiichi, you wouldn't do mean things to me like everyone else, would you? I wonder. How? Now then, are you ready? Oh no! Why is she saying that? Girl, what? Girl. Yo, it's tag. We're playing tag right now. Girl, we're playing tag. Girl, we're playing tag. Girl, we are playing tag. What do you mean? The face she made as she resigned herself to her fate made my heart skip a beat. I believe that Keiichi-kun won't do horrible things to me. Hot body won't move. That has to be some sort of anti-zombie mantra. Thinking my sense of reason chimed in, the base inside me died instantly. The mind games go crazy. There was the bell. Come on, game over. Yay! I did it. I survived. Yay. Rena pranced around merrily as if a curse had been broken. So daylight broke in a nick of time, and the evil zombie army disintegrated into dust. And so the heroine survived. Well, that's how it goes in the movies anyway. She got us, chat. She got us. What are you postulating about? This is all Keiichi-san was dawdling, because Keiichi-san was dawdling about. Punishment is required. I was subdued by Sadako and Rika-chan. and once again sentenced to death by 100 tickles. Eek, forgive me, forgive me. Then the award for surviving goes to Rena Ryuga and Mio Sonozaki. Yeah. Wait, huh? Mikan wasn't a zombie? I'm pretending you one. They say you need to deceive your allies before you can deceive the enemy, you know? Oh, Mio, you Nilo. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Yeah, yeah. Hurry up and change, alright? Don't be late for the next class. Of course that happened off screen. Explain how she fooled fucking Sadako. Go means to go reach Cham. Wah. I haven't had my fill of being terrified to the very core of my collectivity that Solomon swore I would be on crying for mercy next time. These bitches. These bitches. This is like saw so many mind games. And nobody's even having to die yet. After arriving home, I quickly made preparations to head out once again. I'd agreed to meet with Rena to dig Colonel Sanders out of the mountain of treasure from before. Mom, do we have work gloves? I need towels too. Aren't they in the shed out back? The towels aren't by the sink. Alright, now it was all ready. What's going on, Kate? Where are you headed to in that getup? If they come to dump again illegally, he'll be buried completely and it'll be impossible to dig him out. And if that happens, Ryan will doubtly go after the Colonel Sanders in front of the fried chicken place in town. A bit of excavating so my classmate doesn't become a criminal. Well, don't be out too late. That's a really weird answer, dude. Mom returned to the kitchen with a puzzled expression on her face. Yeah, valid, Mom. I'd be questioning that too. I'm doing excavating so my friend doesn't become a criminal. What are you, fucking digging a hole for the body? Are you hiding the evidence? What is happening? Cutting through the woods is a shortcut to the damn site. Cutting through the woods as a shortcut to the damn site. I ran into someone. Oh my god. Tomatake looks so fucked up in this sprite. I want to know the Fujo who really wants to be banged out by Tomatake. There's a girl who looked at this sprite and immediately Kikuchi just gets more drenched. I don't know if she gets more drenched then. But her pussy be sounding like this background music right now. She unpooched that cooch. You hear what sounds like a waterfall right now? That's Fujo Coochie as they're laying eyes on Tomatake. Sleep paralysis demon in the corner, slapping their cooch to a picture of Tomatake and repeatedly saying, "This is what good pussy sounds like." More drenched than the Mariana Trench. That shit's submerged. Okay. Sorry, I'm chewing. I'm eating. Probably taking pictures of the wild birds again with that precious camera of his. With that precious camera of his. It couldn't be that he took all took pictures of what handsome young men and wait, it couldn't be that all he took pictures of was handsome young men in the twilight? Bro, what? So that's the point. Hey, long time no see ya. My due regards. I expelled the rude imagery from my hell and greeted him without inciting anything. By the way, was that girl an acquaintance of yours? He was probably talking about Rena. Guessing by the way Tamataki-san was shaken up. What was that all about? She was walking around with an axe, and she was laughing with a huge smile across her face. That was Rena without a doubt. It was probably because she could take it home today, so she couldn't hide her excitement. I hid myself because I thought it might be dangerous. Should I call the cops to be safe? Well, it certainly would be quite a spectacle for the girl of her age to be roaming around with an axe. Tamataki-san's reaction was the epitome of logical. It's fine. Just leave her be. She's just wandering around looking for more victims. Tamataki-san was alarmed by my crass response. Well, it's probably hard for normal people to understand, Rena. I'll just toss a bunch of BS out there. If you were to be killed out here, she'd probably be the one to do it. Try not to dupe too much around here. With the condescending smirk, I started off in the direction of the dam site where Rena was waiting. Bro, Keiichi, what the fuck? What the fuck are you saying? The last time this guy saw you, he mentioned something. You made some like weird joke about like somebody getting killed before, and then this guy very seriously responded about like how somebody was brutally murdered, which you found out to be true. And you were like, oh, I need to go see this guy again. I need to talk to him again. This guy shows up in a silver fucking platter, and the first thing you're doing is like telling all these really weird off-color jokes that suggest that Rena is literally out here killing people. Like, what the fuck? You have to times abruptly called out to me. Yeah, is that meant to be a warning for an outsider like me? I didn't mean that seriously. I did try to make it obvious, but haha. I'll try my best to be careful. Even all those words behind Tamataki turned around and left. I didn't really mean to call him an outsider. I wasn't really implying anything when I said that. It was only meant to be a joke, but I felt like I'd said something bad. Yeah! What do you mean you felt like you did something bad? What do you mean you felt like you said something bad? Keiichi, you were weird as fuck. Keiichi-kun, I was waiting for you. Let's try our best today. I understood what Tamataki was trying to say. Somebody gallivanting about while waving an axe around certainly would seem dangerous. You should cover the axe with something when you have it in public. It's not good to carry it around out in the open like that. Seems that I lost it. So there isn't one. Thinking about it, there really was no need for trying to keep up appearances. Oh? Hi. Welcome in, everybody. Hi, Goo. Hi, Raiders. How's everybody doing? Hi, Honey Slimes. How are you guys today? You're still gaslighting me, but I swear more than one. No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. How you doing, girl? Welcome in. Hi, Sam. How are you doing today? Welcome in, welcome in. We are playing some Higurashi When They Cry right now. We're just having some fun and we're chilling. Keiichi's currently being a little freak and making murder jokes to like somebody he just met and freaking him out for no good reason. I don't know why, but right now I'm gonna sing a bunch of songs. Oh, karaoke night in the pumpkin house. And the house of goo. Let's be honest, we're all little freaks. I mean, yes, but like, well, I'm a freak on a leash. I'm I understand the core reference, but girl, we gotta get you off that leash. We need to get you unbound. We gonna let the freak off the leash. No, but like Keiichi's just being fucking weird though. I don't know how to explain. Like let me just. Can I scroll up? Can I scroll up in the log? Like why? Tomotagi's Tomotagi's reactions became illogical. It's fine, just leave her be. She's just wandering around here looking for more victims. Tomotage was alarmed by my crass response. Well, it's probably hard for an to understand Rena. I'll just talk a bunch of BS out there. If you were to be killed out here, she'd probably be the one to do it. Try not to snoop around too much around here. With a condescending smirk, I started off in the direction of the dance that Rena was waiting. This is like a guy he just met the other day. He doesn't have beef with him. What the fuck is he saying? What is he implying? Why is he doing that? Like, Keiichi, why? I don't understand. He's being a little weirdo. He's being a little edgelord. Like, when you say you're a freak on a leash, you're being a fun little freak on a leash. You know, you're being a fun little freak. Keiichi's being like a weird little freak. Okay, let me continue on. As soon as I lost it, there isn't one. Thinking about it, there really wasn't no need to try to keep appearances. Everyone in Hinamizawa already knew about Rena's eccentricities. She's probably the only person who could carry an axe around Hinamizawa and not be considered suspicious. Well, let's finish this today. If we bust through that last beam, we should be able to pull him out. So we're over at this dam construction site right now where people are illegally dumping garbage and shit like that. Rena-chan here, if you guys aren't familiar with Higurashi, she's a little freak who loves cute things and she wants to take them home with her. We love her. She's a darling. She wants a Colonel Sanders statue that's buried in this trash pit and we're trying to help her dig it out. If we bust through this last beam, we should be able to pull him out. I've got everything I need. Leave it to me. Okay. I feel like she'd have like the same energy as like that one meme where it's just like, Daddy, the economy is scaring me. Oh my god, thank you. Are the Americayas breaking? Are the Americayas breaking? I think so. Okay, they kind of broke, but it resolved itself. I took the axe from Rena-chan and made my way up to the unstable slope. Just wait, Colonel Sanders. She's gonna unleash them 21 herbs and spices. Just wait, Colonel Sanders. Keiichi-kun will save you. Alright, get back. I'll finish this one go. A thawed thwack rain through the Hinamizawa. It's raining out through Hinamizawa, as if the job was being done by a lumberjack. Do we get it? How does it think you can do it? If it looks too hard, you don't have to strain yourself. If I can break through this, then we'll be good. I have plenty of power today. I can do it. Can chat, do you think Keiichi can do it? Do you think Keiichi can do it? Oh, 1 second. I need to sit up in my chair. I've been slouching really bad. Really bad. LOL, no. No. We'll see. First of all, I've never used an axe before. During a school camping trip, I had waited to split the wood. I'd wanted to split the wood, but I lost at rock, paper, scissors and wasn't able to do it. Mix it up. Why do you keep breaking? Mix it up. Why do you do this to me? 1 second, let me refresh the overlay. I don't know why Mix It Up has been like breaking so much lately. Brenna has already spread out a tarp and laid down some tea and sweets. I'm fine. I'm almost there. I'll make sure Renna can give Colonel Sanders a goodnight kiss tonight. Thank you for the Hakase. Thank you, Poochie. I find, yeah, thanks. I love how misty-eyed she gets for like. I love the professor. No, why did she break? She's like, this is me when I'm thinking about Colonel Sanders and his 21 herbs and spices. I love her little faces with her fucked up hands. I always forget that Nichijou got dubbed. Oh, it did? I don't think I'll ever watch Nichijou dubbed. There's certain shows that I'm just like, even if they did it, like, if they dubbed Baki no Monogiri, I would never watch it. I would never watch it. I would absolutely never watch it. I don't think it would translate as well. Got to love the early VN to Higurashi and their fucked up body proportions. I love them. Renna is so cute specifically. I love the weird shading. I love how big her eyes are. I love her fucked up little pose. I love the fact that they're hiding the separation between her legs with her skirt, so that way they didn't have to do leg details. Come to think of it, Renna, you're a transfer student, right? Where'd you live before? I asked her nonchalantly while drinking tea. I had thought she'd lived here all her life. Encanto. It wasn't as rural as it is out here, but it was still out in the countryside. Why'd you move here? Namizawa, I mean. You know, this is pretty far out in the boonies. Why'd you move here? Does it have to do with your dad's work? Dad said, oh, why did you move here? Does it have to do with your dad's work? Dad said he wanted to move out here to a studio. He'd been saying for a while that somewhere deep in the mountains like this would be perfect. Studio? Is your father an artist or something? He paints scenery. It seems that twice a year he opens a gallery for the stuff he does. When he started, his works were displayed in an industry plaza in Tokyo, but now they're exhibited in Makuhari Miss. Does that mean like he's lost cultural relevance? Is he on the downtrend in his career? He's determined to have them displayed in the Waterfront International Exhibit Hall, or is he like on the upswing? You dubbed it be like Professor Nya, but it's voiced by DBZ voice actor. That's amazing. Let me see the next time. I was too embarrassed to tell her that I didn't really know what kind of pictures my father painted. Well, eventually I would. I picked myself up while giving some vague answers. But you transferred in the middle of the semester, didn't you? Wasn't that a hassle? Not really. I was getting bored of the city anyways. I was trying to get answers from Renna, but I ended up being the one giving out all the answers. Oh, she's doing that on purpose. She's doing that on purpose. She's a master at like sleight of hands. She knows how to divert him back to himself. With a bit of a wry smile on her face, I grabbed the handle of the axe and headed back to the work site. The agriculture as the sun slowly set, the Higurashi began their song as if to tell me to stop and head home for the day. Just a bit more today, I would end it. When I first started, I chatted with Renna as I worked, but now I didn't have that luxury. Oh yeah, you little... Damn it! I had sung the axe countless times that I just like this. Contact, shards of wood splintered. The assailants butchered the victim's body with hatchets and pickaxes. I recall the passage from the tabloid. One hit with something like that would smash through someone's head in. And the pickaxes are not meant to be swung at people ever. That's actually really funny. I feel like a very nerd thing to say after thinking about that. Just like, this is meant not to be swung on people ever. With the one last swing, the beam cracked apart. The weight I had put behind the axe not only split through the beam, but smashed the statue's shoulder as well. The arm came off with a sickening sound. It clattered down noisily, stopping at my feet. What's the matter? Are you hurt? Sorry, the figure's arm, it broke off. Oh, that's all? I thought Keiichi-kun hurt himself. I probably get really guilty on it. I had a really guilty look on my face. When I said that without a hint of dismay, she smiled. We just needed to tape it back on and put a coat over him. Nobody will even notice. I see, let's pull him out of here. Can you get that side? Okay. Since I haven't been able to find one of the arms you see. I'll ask Riley how pathetic I was for considering the arm flopping down and rolling to my feet to be a bad omen. Both Brenna and Mia knew how sickening that incident was, so they pretended they didn't know. I looked it up by myself, and shamefully enough, I was scared. You're pathetic, Keiichi Maribara. Alright, Rena, let's do this in one go. Rena, ready and... Whoa, we did it, Keiichi-kun, yay. The right time to give 3 cheers. This moment or two is the work bearing fruit. He was brought to Eden without covered in filth to pack his end. Instead, we were able to welcome him back. You're pretty lucky, Colonel Sanders. Your new master is a pretty decent person. Wow, Colonel Sanders, he's really cute. It didn't matter that he was dirty. Rena nuzzled him cheerfully with her cheek. I was dead tired, but seeing Rena's happy face made it all worth it. I'll help you carry it back. It'd be bad if it got dark. Yeah, right. I really wanted to thank you, Keiichi-kun. I won't forget it. Oh, excuse me. Real hard work about what you'll do to repay me, okay? Whoa, I wonder what kind of repayment. I wonder. For now, I just hold back my evil cackle. We were ready to take it to her house, but we couldn't go like this. Rolled the statue up in a tarp and lifted him. Oh, now he's gonna look like a body. And so Jack and Jill went down the hill, carrying a human-sized bag and an unsheathed axe. I bet that we wouldn't run into Tamatake-san. If he saw us here and took a picture, we need to get rid of him, lol. We need to get rid of him.
Huh?
Is that meant to be a warning for an outsider like me? Something struck me as odd about the words Tomatake, unable to grasp my sense of humor, had left behind. Yeah, because your jokes suck, dude. This is why edgelord humor is bad, actually. Okay, now I think we're at the end of the chapter. What kind of... You can see new tips. I only got 1 new tip. The menu screens for that are so ominous. Rena's not here. Do you know where she is, Keiichi-kun? Huh? She was just there, actually. Hey, Mion, where did Rena go? Rena? Didn't she go to the bathroom? She just said she's been having bowel troubles lately. I heard anything about it. Sadoko, do you know where Rena went? Rena, you say? I just passed her in the hallway. Rena has class Tuesday, so she's off to water the flower bed. It was Rena's turn for class today. Very much appreciated. Rena. Upon hearing it repeated, I thought it came to my mind. It's rude to say this about someone's name, but it was a weird name. It was like a foreigner's name. What kind of name is Rena, I wonder? What kind of kanji does her name use? Rena is her nickname. She has a proper name as well. What, really? I was sure that Rena Ryuga was her full name. Well, I can understand you making that mistake since we only ever call her Rena. She even signs her name as Rena. It's like it's her real name in school. I wonder what her real name is. Let me ask when she comes back. Then I'm gonna reach out and look at each other. You don't need to ask her. We'll tell you what it is. It's the Rei from Ore and the Na from Nara. Her real name is Reina Ryuga. Reina it is. So it's read out as Rena instead of Reina? That's a pretty interesting reading. No, it's not it. Reina is the correct way. Rena has told us that she wanted to call her Rena. So we all call her Rena. See? You know, I was thinking about this the other day, like, you know, in elementary school, they ask you, even though you have a real name, like, if you prefer nicknames, and then they just kind of give you that name, and they use that name, like, for all situations. So what's the fucking issue with fucking not done naming trans people, or, like, fucking using their correct gender pronouns? I don't fucking get it. 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 It's so easy. So simple. So shrimple. By the way, Yuko from Nishijo looks like Yukari from Persona 3. I love Yuko. Yuko's my favorite. She's so dumb. I just call her Reina. Although I spiritually favorite Mio because she's gay and angry. Only strangers call her Reina. You get where this is going. I understood that Mio was saying. It didn't matter what her real name was, only what names we use between us. That's right. Rena Ryuga is Rena and nobody other than that. So I was thinking, if I had a nickname, would you call me by that? If it was good, so what do you want to be called? Con man. Gay. Rena came back to the classroom. One of the juniors near the door told Rena people were looking for her. What's this now? Who's looking for me, I wonder? Seeing that both me and I sneered. A bailiff, Riga doth show herself. Con man, you're quite sinister. I don't know why they're British in my mind now. Fuck. What is this? Keiji Kunimichi and her evil bailiffs? A con man? Damn you, Renanosuke Ryuga. Today both eternal doth be when thou meetest thy maker. How about thee? Suke Kaku-san. Show them what for. Aye, sir. I expect my fee to be paid to my Swiss bank account. Since it's come to this, we have no choice. We'll have to grand battle with 5 people. Oh shit, did I get my ass kicked by like a bunch of kids? Rena's fierce punches exploded in the proper timing and take out the seal. The evil that was Mio and myself were vanquished in the end. I do hope that Rena will just go on a journey to make the world a better place. How about heading to Nagata-cho? My destination is decided by where the cute stuff gathers. And hold the bell signal that the break time is over. Come on, Keiichi Michan, the teacher's coming. He stood up. Okay. On that note, we're gonna save because it's about 10 o'clock and we're 3 hours in. And we're gonna find somebody to charade. What the hell? Oh. Well, that's weird. So how much you know of Higurashi? Higurashi was one of my first ever mangas I read back when I was like 15 or so. Oh, I accidentally bumped. clicked the wrong program. So like I read through all of the initial arcs, and I got into like the parts like where like certain bits from the arcs start to overlap. You know what I mean? Without giving away too many spoilers. What is going on? How come every time I click something right now, it is opening it in a different window? What have I done? What have I done? I feel like I know what causes this,
Hey guys, I'm in Silent Hill, just hanging out.
but I always forget how to fix it when this happens.
Have you seen a little girl around here?
Son of a
Short, black
bitch,
hair,
stop.
7 years old.
Not you, by the way. I love that. I love that, Redeem. I'm just trying to sort out. Oh, what is happening? I can't click on certain things either. What is happening? How do I fix this? How do I fix this? What have I done? Oh, shit. Come on. I can't scroll.
Alright, time to execute my trick.
Chat, do you guys know what I could have done that could be causing this issue? Like whenever I click on something, it opens up a new window. I've seen this happen before. Oh, Peony's on. I wish it'd be cute to raid them, but they're big. I'm gonna raid Fluffle Shop. I forgot where I found them, but their avatar looks cute, and so is their aesthetic, and they just started. What are they doing? They are making asses for their streams, so they're arting and farting. Alright, guys. Oh god, what was that raid message I had before? I had a silly raid message idea before. What was it? Aw, jeez. No, I'm blanking. I can't see it. Oh my god, I literally just accidentally opened up a second. Higurashi her raid. That'll do. I like the message. It definitely works. I'm a little sad because I can't remember the quote. I should have made a note of it. I should have made a note of it right away. What is happening? Did I fix it? Okay. Alright guys, I want to say thank you guys for being here tonight, especially since it's a last minute stream. Hopefully you guys had a fun time hanging out with me. Hopefully you guys will say hi to Fluff Shop and treat her well. Thank you guys so much for being here. Take care of yourself as always. Love you all. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon in the next one. Don't know when it will be, but I hopefully see you soon. Good night, bye-bye.